Yes, folks, hello, welcome once again to Mod Games and Collectibles. I'm Chris, this is my channel, an absolute pleasure to have you with me here today. And my video today is going to be all about Hasbro PulseCon 2024, specifically the area I'm most anticipating and excited for at the PulseCon, which is the G.I. Joe Classified Series presentation panel thing that's going to take place at PulseCon this week. I've been away. I've had some, family stuff going on, summer break, school holidays, took on a new puppy, got a new puppy, been keeping me really, really busy. So I've sat down today, played a little bit of catch up, done a bit of research to see what type of stuff is out there with regards to what we know, what is rumored, what's being speculated about, etc., etc. And because I'm a YouTuber and I make content, I thought I might as well lay down my research and share it with you as a little video summary of what to expect. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what we do know, what's rumoured, what's speculated about, and then do you know what? I'm going to have some wild abandoned speculation at the end just because I like doing that and it's fun. So, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Hasbro PulseCon 2024. Here is the rumours and speculation for you. So let's get started with some of the basics. You might be sitting there going, what's this? Hasbro PulseCon 2024? I'm out of the loop on this, Chris. What are you talking about? So to make sure everybody's on the same page, let's just start with the where and the when kind of stuff. So Hasbro PulseCon, it's an online event that takes place where a variety of presentations and panels are done by a number of Hasbro product lines, intellectual properties. So on the day, it's likely we'll see half an hour from the G.I. Joe Classified Series team, half an hour from Black Series, half an hour from Transformers, yada yada yada. Perhaps a little Magic the Gathering piece or a Wizards of the Coast gaming section, etc., etc. Oftentimes there's an itinerary, a schedule of events published. I've not seen that as of yet at time of recording, but if it does turn up, I'm sure you'll catch it on the wind around and about in the socials. But if you follow me on Instagram or you subscribe to this channel, keep an eye on the community post on my Instagram page, because if it does come out, I'll put it. I'll share it, make sure it's distributed across the community. But it's taking place this Friday, that's September the 13th. It kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which I think is about 6 in the evening for me right now in the UK. But check your local time zone and all that good stuff. Don't just take my word for it. Google's your friend. My time zone knowledge is not. And it's going to be streaming on YouTube, on their Facebook page, and on their Instagram page. And as I mentioned before, specifically, I'm most excited about and anticipating the G.I. Joe Classified Series section of the presentations. Now, historically, those presentations, those panels for each of the lines, there'll be name-only reveals, digital renders, in-hand demonstrations, etc., etc. Stuff goes up for pre-order as well, and we've got lots of signs, lots of indicators that is going to be the case. The one that we know of for certain when it comes to G.I. Joe Classified Series is the Starduster figure. This was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. We were told at that time that this was going to be the Hasbro PulseCon convention exclusive. So there's been photos knocking around. There's been demos of this guy knocking around. It's known, it's buttoned on. Starduster is almost a certainty, unless something drastic has happened. We were told it's going to be the con exclusive. It's going up for pre-order on Friday. But there is other really strong indicators out there that there's more stuff going to be going on as far as G.I. Joe Classified is concerned. So if you're not already familiar with it, the Entertainment Earth Drop Zone, which is like a little preview area where they tease upcoming releases, has got a G.I. Joe Classified Series entry for September the 13th. Talks about identifying their dog tags, but they're on the way kind of thing. Which is indicating that we're going to have pre-orders made available on the day. Again, it's not uncommon. Historically, we've seen this to be the case with Hasbro events of this nature. But also, thanks to Chris over at the Full Force podcast, linked to his page and his YouTube channel in the description down below, there was also photos floating around that show the retail listings for Amazon. Amazon have posted retail listings. They've not named the figures. They're still using the retail code, code names, but they've shown that on their page. And there's quite a few interesting bits in here that are giving us more of an indication as to what we might be seeing in terms of pre-order availability on the day. So on this slide here, now that I've got on screen, you can see that there is a G.I. Joe CS Legacy RR Tommy. Now, CS Legacy is known to be the 60th anniversary line. It's known to be 60th anniversary. However, all the previously announced and revealed 60th anniversary figures are currently available for pre-order from previous events and previous fan streams and such like. Word is, although I only know this, shout out to my Joe Bros, but word is that this is a new surprise reveal of another 60th anniversary figure that we've yet to see. We've not seen a digital render of it. We've not seen leaks at this point, but at this rate, by the time I post this video, we probably will have. So we've got a whole other brand new 60th anniversary figure coming. That's the rumor, at least. We know there's definitely an 60th anniversary figure called Tommy. That's the code on it. RR stands for Rugrats, apparently, because it's Tommy from the Rugrats. Their code names are based on cartoon characters. Yeah, this is a 60th anniversary figure. Apparently, again, take everything with a pinch of salt. This is from my research, but over on histank.com and on the Full Force podcast, they seem pretty confident that this is going to be a 60th anniversary figure made available on the day. And then we've got the CSBB Salvador at $44.99. This is a standard deluxe release. And the best guess, the leading speculation around this guy here at the $44.99 price tag is this is going to be the Law and Order set that we've had as up to this point. He says checking his list as just a name-only reveal so far, so they're skipping the digital render and potentially going straight to the figure. We don't have anything render reveal-wise, I don't think, unless it's the claw. However, again, Chris over at the Full Force podcast, who is clued in on this stuff and has lines of communication open with the Hasbro team, so he's often been given the old wink, wink, nudge, nudge from those guys, seems to be leaning towards Law and Order, and he's been proven correct in the past. So, yeah, mind you, he's been proven incorrect before, but so that's where the leading speculation is that is Law and Order, and that another retail code is for the claw, but it could be either. Like I said, I'm going to tell you what we know, and I'm going to share the rumors and speculation. Then we've got Daria there, Elmira there, Pinky and Brain. Daria is, again, another deluxe. This is at $34.99. The leading speculation for this is that it's heavy duty. Again, we've had heavy duty as a name-only reveal at this point. So we know heavy duty is on the way, and the leading rumor or the leading speculation is that they're just going to jump digital render straight into pre-order, and heavy duty is going to be on the scene. We have seen leaks out and about on the internet. Go and dig these out for yourselves. You can find them all over the place on Reddit and Instagram. We have seen links of the heavy duty head sculpt. But also Daria on the table could be, again, we've seen leaks of the Frag Viper stuff, and we've seen leaks of things like firefighting oxygen tanks, which is speculated to be for blowtorch. So again, the leading theory on that, coming from the likes of A Toy Kind of Mood and the Full Force podcast, is that Daria is going to be the heavy duty figure, because we've seen leaks of the head sculpt and so on and so forth. But I could see the Frag Viper or Blowtorch potentially being deluxe figures that are just like a snow job style of thing with loads of accessories in there. Elmira, Pinky and the Brain, those are all listed as retro figures, and the leading speculation here is that the name-only wave of retro characters that were given to us at San Diego Comic-Con, which is the Retro Rock and Roll, Elmira, which is the Retro Cobra Viper, Pinky, and the Retro Mindbender, which is potentially Brain, is what we're going to be seeing there. That's going to be the a three-figure retro wave that has already been named to us. So to repeat, it's Retro Rock and Roll, it's Retro Cobra Viper, and it's Retro Dr. Mindbender there. But that's not all. There's even more Amazon listings that are indicating there are some pre-orders on the horizon. So if your wallet is not crying enough already, or you're not already, selling body parts and and organs at this point, there's a further 4 figures on there. This is CSSS Lisa, CSSS Marge, CSSS Maggie, and CSSS Homer, which CSSS is a standard retail wave. I saw photos knocking around of them listed at the $24.99 price tag, but today, as I was trying to sort out these pictures, I couldn't find them. But these Simpsons characters are a standard retail wave, and the leading speculation here is that these are going to be the in-hand demonstrations and then pre-order opening of the digital render wave we got shown recently, which was the Saw Viper, Dial Tone, Leatherneck, and Xandar. And again, that speculation, that theory is supported by a number of sources, the least of which, again, is Chris over at the Full Force podcast, and I saw some chatter about it over on the classified Reddit page. So this is assumed to be the standard retail wave. We've already seen the digital renders for these guys. I'll flash them up quickly over the top of the listings there. Saw Viper, Dial Tone, Leatherneck, and Xandar. No real indicator here, though. So if the claw isn't the deluxe figure, if it does turn out to be heavy duty or Law and Order, then no sign of the claw, which we've seen the digital render for already, and there doesn't appear to be any sign of the Nemesis Immortal either at this point, even though we have seen from Yojo June the inbox sneak peek tease from Lenny there on one of their Yojo June live streams, and we've seen in-hand photos of the figure knocking around from some person, some individual over in East Asia who's managed to get one out the back door of the factory. So who knows what's going on with Nemesis Immortal. But don't forget, convention season's not done yet. We've got PulseCon coming up this week, but there's also the 1027. And last couple of years, we've had a November fan stream as well, a November G.I. Joe, or even a December G.I. Joe fan stream taking place. So there's still yet potentially 2 sort of release day events for the line. But yeah, no word on the Nemesis Immortal and no word on the claw, if it is indeed heavy duty that's filling the slot we've just speculated about. So who knows? Let's see what happens. Oftentimes, we'll get a handful of digital render reveals as well that aren't opened up for pre-order, that aren't in-hand demoed, but we're told about, as well as some name-only reveals. If the speculation around the Amazon listings are true, then we've definitely got a couple of name-only reveals that we might get digital renders for. The Frag Viper, we've had name-only revealed, Blowtorch, Footloose. We're all name-only characters that are on the list that we've yet to see in any kind of visual representation for. So there's a good chance, again, this is in the speculation column, but there's a good chance that maybe some of those name-only reveals that we know are on the list, we're going to get at least a digital render, a little picky sneak peek of, which would be really great. However, again, I'll reiterate, the timing of all this stuff is really, really interesting because we've seen leaks of parts, that are thought to be from some of these figures. Like I said before, we've seen some Frag Viper stuff leak out from the back of the warehouse, little photos on desks in some factory somewhere. Head sculpt for heavy duty, the oxygen tank, which is thought to be part of Blowtorch's set. So who knows? Who knows? But we've also seen stuff leaked that is thought to be Dial Tone's backpack. We've also seen stuff that's been leaked that's thought to be the Saw Viper's vest. So it's anybody's guess, really. The leaks as they stand right now are not really helping us pin much stuff down. Like I said before, though, we're now seeing a pattern where stuff gets leaked out before the main event anyway. I'll be very surprised if come Thursday there's some retailers out there that aren't able to give us some more pinned down direction. But the digital renders, of course, we don't get great indications of those prior to the event. So maybe we'll see a picky of a Frag Viper, a picky of Blowtorch, picky of Footloose, and maybe more digital renders over and above that we've just got, no idea about at this stage. What we do have are rumours, proper rumour mill stuff about some other characters coming down the pipeline. So Darklon has been spoken about and rumoured. I think I picked this up off a classified rumour thread on Reddit. Darklon has been rumoured as well. I must apologise. I didn't note down the source. So sincerest apologies to whoever it was who, if you're right and you're on solid information and you leaked it and I've just repeated it there now, I apologise sincerely for not crediting you. And then Heartwrencher's an interesting one because this one's been in the rumour mill for a while. This was T1 Toys that tipped the wink on this one, and she was on a list of characters that we've actually seen all the others of so far. So I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me correctly, Road Pig was on the list with Heart Wrencher and some other stuff. She was then who else was on the list with I've forgotten, but I'm certain the 4 figures that T1 Toys hinted that were going to be in G.I. Joe Classified. We've seen 3 of them already, and Road Pig was definitely one of them. I remember that vividly. So Heart Wrencher has been rumoured for a while. She was thought to maybe be the second figure in the Falcon 2-pack. That turned out not to be the case. So maybe we'll see some digital renders of these rumoured characters, the Night Viper, Darklon, and Heart Wrencher. Heart Wrencher, like I say, has been in the wind, been whispered about for bloody ages now. So who knows? And that really is everything we can, make conclusions about with informational data or rumours and speculation that exist out there presently. Okay, on to wild speculation now. I'm basing my following comments on nothing at all, not even a whisper with a seed of a rumour to grow this speculation out of. So whereas Night Viper, Darklon, Heart Wrencher, they're all at least based on a kind of a hushed whisper around some forums and chat rooms, this is speculation that I am completely making up. This is total fiction, or will be likely total fiction. So please bear in mind my following comments are not based on anything at all other than me kind of looking at some historical behavior of the G.I. Joe Classified line and thinking, oh, I wonder if. All right. So now that we're clear on that. So word is the Dragonfly is coming in late autumn, winter. I haven't gone in on the HasLab myself, so I have to confess, not been following along too closely, but I'm pretty sure there's talk of like November time. Please do drop in the comments down below and correct me if I'm off the mark with that. However, that's a side point. What I am wondering and speculating about is the possibility that there may be Dragonfly complementary sets that are going to be mainline releases, similar to the 788 Fire Team and the Techno Viper with the Hiss Cobra missile set, which were Hiss tank complementary sets. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what that could necessarily be. Maybe some sort of ground crew type thing, or I don't know, a medical lifting malarkey. Something like that. I don't know, like a pulley set. I don't know, something complementary to the Dragonfly release, similar to the complementary sets we had with the Hiss tank. We've seen it before, so it's not out the realms of possibility. However, what you could argue is that the Hiss tank had a whole kind of uniformal color thing, going for that black and red color scheme. So your Fire Team and your Cobra Hiss with your Techno Viper was designed to be kind of in that kind of army builder complementary states, whereas that's less likely maybe for the Dragonfly. But a dude with a high-vis jacket and some some like landing batons or something, I don't know. I would invite you to join me in the comments down below and speculate on that yourselves. I think it would be a good idea. It'd be a set that would be popular from what I've heard and seen from you lovely members of my Mod Extra Games and Collectibles viewing community and some comments you've made in the past. But that's my wild speculation, my outside, like random bet that maybe we'll see something that is Dragonfly complementary. Outside of that, I really want to see a crystal ball. I still really want to see a lifeline. But they're more like wishlist items. And I want some more female characters. Outside of that, I just really want to see some of the guys that I put on my wish list. And therefore I'm speculating that they might be revealed, because I'm hoping if I project it out into the world, I can make it a self-fulfilling prophecy and it'll come real. Still really want a Monkey Wrench, still really want a crystal ball, still really want a bomb strike in the line. So that's just me putting those vibes out karmically in an effort to make my wish list come real, because a number of characters have been ticked off my wish list now, like Law and Order's on the way. So, let's see what happens. Big lob, perhaps. But there we go. That's it. I'm done. That's everything I've got for you. That's all my the summary of my research, going through and playing catch-up to try and get a sense of what might be going on at the Hasbro PulseCon this Friday, the 13th of September, with regards to G.I. Joe Classified series. Now, as I mentioned before, we see leaks. This video may be made out of date almost in the 24-hour turnaround time it takes me to gather footage, add graphics, edit, and put out, I may have even been made out of date already. I'm not going to try and rush to keep up and produce more videos this week, because I've tried that in the past and it's not worked out for me. But if you have heard something that I've not managed to rustle up with my research, then please do drop into the comments down below and bring me up to speed. I'd love to know. Otherwise, let's wait and see. I'll most definitely be doing a stream review over the weekend following watching the stream on Friday night. So I'd love to have a few of you guys get your eyeballs on that, and I should be back for another live stream a week on Tuesday. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Lovely to have you here with me. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch all you guys in the chat on the stream on Friday. All right, take it easy, folks.